Good morning. How are we? Yeah, I was just lying in bed, and this is what I do sometimes. I've got my little corner here with all my mattresses up, just for a bit of coziness. It sort of feels like those big beds you have. I don't know. It's kind of like the ones with a curtain over it, or the mozzie nets, or something. It's some kind of well, it is a king. It's Super King Duna, so I had to put up the Super King mattresses. So it feels like what do you call them? I don't know. Anyway, it's cozy. It's cool. I love this bed. It's so comfortable. The mattress is just beautiful. I put one of those protectors on it just in case a bit of sweat sort of gets on it. But no, it's good. It's a beautiful day today. I love these days. It's a bit windy and cool, but not too cold. I'm just looking out the window at the trees. Got a nice window here. That one's covered up, but yeah, it's lovely just sitting looking out the window. Sunday morning. I was sort of lying in bed, just thinking about all the stuff. Just drifts through my mind. I've already thought it all out. I just revisit it all the time. All the time. That's all I can do really at the moment. Just keep going over sort of things I think about and things I plan for myself until they all sort of eventually happen. I mean, it's sort of my theory. Eventually everything you're sort of dreaming about and planning and want to happen in your life will happen eventually if you believe in it. So, excuse me. I must have thought of that fart the other day. Eventually it's happened, so a miracle. Yeah, the only thing is I don't like this lighting. It makes my face look all blotchy, doesn't it? It's horrible. But anyway, I get those bags under my eyes. I get this sort of line around there, my jawline, because all my body, I think about this a lot. I've got this mole here. It shouldn't be there. It should be, I could get it cut off, I suppose. I got the one cut off my nose finally, like a couple of years ago. All my nose gets all blotchy around here. Call it a dick nose, I suppose. It sort of goes a bit like a dick nose, doesn't it? It's like a dick hanging off your face. I got a scar. People probably think I was stabbed or something, but it was just a really bad pimple that popped. I left a scar in my face. So I'm Scarface, the pimple man. What was I going to say? Yeah, it's just I hold all this tension in around my jawline, all around here, all around my head, all up here. It's like years ago I should have fallen in love and all this would have just gone. I would have a face about twice as big like a Superman. By now I'd have this huge jaw. I should have a much bigger jawline. All this is very tense. It should be more opened out, more restful. I sit here sort of. I try not to think about it. I'm always aching in pain. It's sort of like aching for your lover or aching for your wife all the time, all over your body, really. And sometimes I don't notice it at all. It all goes away, and I sort of just enjoying myself. And excuse me. Other times I lie here and just like aching inside. All my bones ache, and not so much my bones and my joints. They all feel like they need to be all extended out, all stretched, and I should be twice as big. My heart palpitates. It should all be, nice. I should have a nice big chest, and I still hope I meet someone that makes me feel a bit better, more relaxed, and more jelly inside rather than all scrunchy. I love to feel all jelly and just yummy inside. It's there. I can feel it, but it's just all wound up. And Yeah, I was thinking about all that stuff I said about, the way we should have increased payments for everyone, all adults and children, and I don't mean to bother the politicians about it, but they're the ones that have the power to change that. So, and like, it's not easy. It takes courage to do something like that, to fix something, or to make up for what they've done, the damage that's happened. All this damage is happening because of this money's not there for us. And not everyone can work, and not everyone can get the jobs they need to pay for what they need. And the more, I think they're worried that there'll be more population. I think they probably saw somewhere along the lines, around the 80s, like, a lot of these people are doomsayers. They see a doomed world all the time. They're trying to, back it up. We want to fix all the damage, but they don't do it the right way. You got to fix the damage with a new vision. You got to have a strong vision of what you want the future to be, and there's no vision there. It's all just people jerking off. People like me who have the vision get forgotten about. We just trying to get our message across online, but I have some beautiful visions of how the world should be. Where almost you can architect your own planets. You get to the point where you have such a powerful resonating planet with positive energy that you can actually influence the other planets, with radiant energy, because it's hard to sort of explain, because no one's there really in their thinking except someone like me who's sort of gone through enlightenment or whatever, really thought about it positively, rather than the attitude a lot of people have, oh, life sucks, who cares, we just die. I don't think that way. I think life's full of possibilities, and even an end to death is a possibility one day. I think you'd have to change from being a human into a god, or whatever you want to call it, an immortal soul. But I think I look at life, I study it a lot, and I see there is already immortal beings on Earth. There is already things that are immortal that don't ever really die. And I think if there's the possibility of these little things that are immortal that don't seem to die, they live a very long time, and probably long enough to change into something else. They don't ever really die. They turn into something new. So I think humans could follow that lead and eventually do that themselves. They don't have to actually pass away. And scientists will think, oh, you got to study them, put them in boxes and work out how they work, and then transfer that genetically to a human. But that's not really how it works. What you got to do is leave them alone and let them do it for you. So if you love them, they'll pass that on to you. They're not going to do it to you if you hassle them and torture them, and they're not going to do that for you. If you're mean to them, why would they? You got to love them and be. That's why the answer to really is the prayer on life is love. That's the answer, and then that's just making someone else happy. Like I always say, it's not all about sex. Some people don't want that from you. So if you just give them your time just to talk or something, that can make someone really happy, and then you pass on love. And I don't know if love can die. I think you can break up with people, but maybe it just transforms into something new, like a different strength. So it probably goes on towards your God power or your angel power, or you sort of learn something. And if you do sort of break up with someone and they hate you for a while and everything, then after a while, if you forgive them, your spirit grows, or your soul grows. So you grow through pain after forgiveness. So forgiveness is like someone's wounded you and then you go off angry, but forgiveness is where the healing in your soul happens, and healing actually promotes growth. It's like when you damage your body, muscle building, and then you you rest and then you get the growth, and you build growth hormone, and some people do it illegally, taking steroids and things so they don't suffer so much during the workouts. It sort of numbs the pain so they can work out harder. But I think people think steroids give you muscles, but no, they just let you work out harder. So, they dull the pain. They're almost like a painkiller, I suppose. So, yeah, changing the money would help. Like it's my belief you got to change it back to how it should be. We're just not getting enough money to live on. And I know they're scared that the population will grow and we'll use too much stuff, and be all this waste and that. But we're producing enough product at the moment to sustain that anyway, but we're not using it. We're throwing it all out as waste because it's not getting bought. No. So we're making enough stuff, enough food, enough products, enough technology, enough building supplies, everything, but we're not getting to use it, so it's getting chucked out. It deteriorates. You can't buy it, and all has to get thrown out. And the